And all those peace externally also temporary. It cannot last long. It comes and goes just like the wind. That is also good, but sufferings come after. So we don't want that. We don't want just that. We want something else better, longer lasting, which is the peace that has been with you and you've forgotten it. It didn't go anywhere. It was there with you the whole time. It's just that you fulfill your mind with all kind of defilements. That is why you cannot find peace. So now, the venerable monks who walk for peace, to show you the key, to show you how to open that peace, how to free it. You want me to show you? Yes? I can't hear. Yes. Okay. So if I can show you right now, will you follow and practice to create peace for yourself? Yes. If I show you and then when you leave, you don't bring it home with you. You leave that message that I will be showing you. You will leave that with me again. Then I am not going to take time to tell you. If you're willing to practice, if you're willing to change your life, then I will show you the way. Remember, this life is challenges. It's difficult. Never been easy. That is why you have to practice to have peace for yourself. If it's easy and smooth, then we wouldn't have to walk that far. You suffer, I suffer, my team suffer. We suffer from walking as well. You saw me wrapping my feet, and when I walk, I cannot walk straight because of my nerve is started from the back pain, and that nerve sciatica going down, so it's difficult for me to walk straight. That is suffering, but this physical, how about my mind? We all have physical sufferings, which is this body being born, aging, illness, and passing away. These are the four truths that we have to go through it. No one can escape. So we suffer because of this physical body. We suffer because we don't have enough food. We suffer because we don't have enough materials to support our life and our family. We suffer because we already have enough materials, but we want more. And then when we have more, we suffer to trying to protect it from losing it. So is that suffering? Yes? That is why the Buddha born into this world, to show us the way to end all that sufferings, all those sufferings. And it always started with mindfulness. Not just offering, not just worshipping. Number one is mindfulness. That is the key. That is the key. We brought it all the way from United States to Sri Lanka, and now I will hand you that key. If you can use that key to unlock that box where you have locked peace and happiness inside it and then hidden somewhere for a long time and you've forgotten it. So now, how can you unlock it? To unlock that box, you have to take into action. Put some effort in it, patience, and strong determination. Without determination, we cannot achieve anything. Even if we have that determination, but we don't want to put any effort into it, and we don't have any patience of practicing it, we still fail. For that reason, these three things, we have to practice it diligently, continuously, back to back. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness practicing that the Buddha taught us is about putting sati in front of us right here, right here. We breathe to survive every second. Without this air going in and out, we die, right? We are breathing every second to keep us alive, but seems like we already died a long time ago because we never pay attention to our breath. So now we need to change that habit of breathing to survive into breathe with mindfulness. Now let me show you where the air going in and out. Take a deep breath and then put your concentration right here. Take a deep breath. The air is free. Breathe all you want. Can you feel the air going in and out, touching this nostril? Okay. But when we practice mindfulness, we don't need to do that. This is the way I show you. When you feel stressed, when you feel anxiety, when you're angry, then you can take a deep breath, just like that, to relax. But when you practice meditation, mindfulness meditation, all you need to do is just relax, breathe in, breathe out. Normally, do not force your breath. And then when you breathe in, breathe out, in, out. Thought will pop up. That is naturally, that is the nature of the mind. So we cannot eliminate all those thoughts. Don't be disappointed, don't be angry. All you need to do is just aware of that thought, acknowledge of that thought by saying silently, thought, thought, thought. And then come back here to the breathing again. Now when you hear any type of noise within your ear, don't question it, don't label it. All you need to do is just aware of that sound and acknowledge of that sound by saying silently, sound, 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 come back here. And then when you feel any type of pain within this body, all you need to do is just observe that pain, acknowledge of that pain, that feeling, that sensations by saying silently, numb, 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 pain, 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 or just feeling, 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 and then come back here to the breathing again. Just like when we walk, I put the concentration here on the breathing when we walk. But then when my leg get numb and pain, so it pull my mind off from this, switch to this leg because of this sensation is so strong. It's okay for your mind to shift from here to here as long as you are aware of it. Instead of observing the breathing, the breath, now we switch it. We observe this sensation, this feeling. Okay, as long as you can stick on that, as long as you can observe that, aware of that sensation, then you are okay. That is mindfulness practicing. But don't react with anger. This is how you practice to prepare yourself from illness, from dying. So later on, when we encounter any type of sickness, or when before we pass away, that moment we have to fight a lot within this body and this mind. For that reason, we have to practice diligently now to prepare for our future. Do you want to go Nibbana? We all want to go to Nibbana, right? That is enlightenment. But that's too far and beyond. I don't want you to think of that Nibbana yet. But I want you to be enlightenment on every little thing within your daily life. When you feel hurt, enlightenment on that means you observe, you accept without reaction, without suffering, without anger. When your husband or wife says something that is hurtful, you have to become enlightenment at that moment by not reacting. When your lack of material, you don't have enough materials, you don't have enough food, you don't have enough drinks, and things like that within our daily activities, daily life, instead of reacting with anger or expectation and things like that, all you need to do is just accept it. That is enlightenment. We have to be enlightenment on every little thing before we get to that bigger enlightenment, nirvana. If we suffer every day and not knowing that we are suffer, and we continue suffering like that and torturing ourselves, then there will be no nirvana for us whatsoever. We always say like this, I want to go nirvana. Within this offerings of flowers and fruits and food and everything, I wish that I will become enlightenment, to become the Buddha in the future, or so on. Whatever wish that we want to wish for. But if we don't practice what the Buddha taught, which is mindfulness, which is how to calm yourself, which is knowing what's going on within this body and this mind, then there's no way that we can become a Buddha or Arahanta. So every day, all you need to do is just take out at least 1 hour to practice mindfulness. You can sit down and cross leg to practice this mindfulness, practicing meditation. Beside that sitting, 1 hour sessions of sitting, on your daily activity, you have to do one thing at a time and aware of it. If you be able to do that, regardless of what this world throwing at you, lemon, rock, bitter melons. So if they throw in lemons at you, don't react with madness. Instead, take those lemons and make some lemonade. If they throw in rock at you, don't react with anger. Take those rocks and decorate your garden, flowers garden. If they are throwing bitter melons at you, it's okay. Take it, cook it, consume it, because bitter melons can cure diabetes. How many of us have diabetes here? I think a lot. You know why? Because Sri Lanka always tea, sugar. Sri Lankan is the sugar factory. So if you consume a lot of sugar, you will get diabetes. Okay, so bitter melons will cure diabetes. All those are just for fun. It means if this world give you any hard time, if people giving you hard time, it's okay. As long as you stay clear, as long as you stay calm, as long as you giving yourself some love, you will be safe. You don't have to react. You don't have to be angry. If people doing all that to you, look straight to their eyes and tell them one thing. What should you tell them? I love you. I love you. Or may you be well, be happy, and be peaceful. Now you're free of enemies. You don't have anyone being your enemies, and you are freely walk on your path. So, after all that things that I have told you, now one more last thing that you have to do it every morning, every day. And this is something that you are capable for, and you have the ability and you have those materials to do this. Because during this walk, even a very little kid also give me a notebook and a pen, ask me to write, to sign my name on it. Means you have a lot of papers and notebooks. And this is what I want you to do. Every morning when you wake up, get that notebook out and a pen. Instead of looking at my signatures, now don't do that. Write out the statement, today is going to be my peaceful day. Did you?
Today is my peaceful day.
Okay. This message got to be clear, okay? Today is going to be my peaceful day. Write that down, okay? When you write that down, pay fully attention to that when you're writing it. After that, read it over and over with our eyes. And then read it out loud with our mouth. Today is going to be my peaceful day. If you start with your day just like that, because if you don't give yourself a chance to do something good, a chance to think or to have something, a good habit or positive ways of thinking, mindset, then your day will be messy. Because this mind is always with the habit of thinking of all the past, undesirable things, unhappy things, sufferings, and all kind of sufferings. This mind is capable of thinking of all those. Regardless if we want it or not, it's still going to happen that way. That is why we need to give our mind a best thing, a good thing to do to start our day with. Today is going to be my peaceful day. That is a determination. That is effort of doing that. And patiently throughout your day of thinking of that statement. And during the day, if your husband says something to make you mad, now you should think of that statement. Oh, I did that this morning. Today is going to be my peaceful day. I'm not going to let him mess my days up. What if you do something that makes your wife mad? Don't even try to fix it because it's not going to work. Of course you have to try. You have to think of that statement again. Okay? Today is going to be my peaceful day. All those things is to tell us that today is our last day of living in this world. And I deserve to have a better day. Not defilement, not suffering. And that's all you need to do. Very simple, but very powerful, that you can change your life by practicing this way. So how many of us willing to change and to practice from here? All of us? Thank you so much. So I hope that you will take this message into consideration, into practice, into action, to change our life, to have a better life, and to support our family, ourselves, our family, our society, and our country to be a better place for all beings to live. May you all be well, be happy, and be peaceful. Namo Buddhaya.